During World War II, millions of women began working male-dominated jobs to help with the war effort, and these women became known as Rosies, named after Rosie the Riveter. 70 years later, our next guest is still on the assembly line and is the oldest working Rosie from Long Beach, California. Please welcome 93-year-old Elinor Otto. You're just fabulous, aren't you?
I feel so good.
Well,
and I don't understand all this attention, but I'm proud of it. And
you don't understand the attention. You're amazing. First of all, you look amazing. You're 93 years old.
Yeah.
You look amazing.
94 next month.
Wow.
I just don't give up, that's all.
Well, you're clearly, I mean, there's probably lots of secrets to looking so good and feeling so good, but you started working, the story here is you started working there in 1942. Mm-hmm. And so you were how old, what, 20?
Yeah, about 21, something like that.
So you hadn't worked before?
Oh, not like that, no. Just a little easy, maybe. We're just kids then, and took care of the house, or, you know.
So you start working there, and do you remember your first day?
Everybody asks me that, and you know what? It's a long time ago, and I can't quite remember my first day.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No. I barely remember last week, so that's fine. So, and when you started working there, how did the men treat the women coming in? How was that?
At first, they didn't like it because they thought we couldn't keep up. Mm-hmm. But we got better than them, even.
Really?
Because we tried harder because we had to. We were women. We had to try harder. Yeah. That's right, we did. We surpassed them a lot of things.
Really?
Yeah, because we didn't want to give up, and we had to prove ourselves. They thought they were already proved themselves, so we had to prove ourselves.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I think that's really good sometimes to come from a place that you have to prove yourself. It does make you work harder.
That's right.
Do you ever think about retiring?
I've thought about it. We're going to retire pretty soon because I think the plant's about ready to close down anyway.
And then
I always told them, I says, when the plant closes down, I'll retire. That's why they keep asking me.
Right.
You know.
And so what's a typical day for you? What time do you wake up?
I get up at 4 o'clock in the morning. Mm-hmm. I leave the house at 5.
What time do you go to sleep if you get up at 4?
Sometimes about 11, 11:30, it all depends.
I go to bed at 10. So you go to bed at 11.
Yeah.
All right.
And
get up at 4, and then what?
And then I leave the house at 5, and then I stop and get my coffee and read the paper before our 6 o'clock meeting. Mm-hmm. And then after our 6 o'clock meeting, we get ready for work. Mm-hmm. And then we have to go to the computer and put our jobs on there. They all have a number.
Right.
Every job we do has a number.
Uh-huh. So. And then, but that's, you work what is that? That's
like a rivet gun.
A rivet gun. So you work the rivet gun?
Well, of course. That's how you build airplanes.
It looks like you're working alone. Does anyone else work there besides you? So does that? Is that hard on your hands?
No,
that seems like that would be.
I'm used to it. Yeah. You know, we put big attachments in thick material like that, and sometimes you need a bigger gun than that, because the pressure won't get it in there. So I have to go get a bigger gun sometimes. You know.
Wow.
But it's nothing.
That's amazing.
I'm used to it.
Now, what are you going to do when you retire? Because you seem like you.
I'll take care of old people.
Oh, good.
If I can find somebody older than me.
Yeah. That is you. How old were you there?
I don't know. I forgot. 24, maybe, something like that.
Amazing.
25.
Well, listen. I just adore you. Your story is amazing. You're amazing.
Thank you.
Since you get up so early, I want to make sure you get up and have a nice alarm clock.
How darling. Oh, that's adorable. Oh, sweetie, thank you so much.
All right. And Elinor, the irony, Elinor builds planes and helps build planes, but you don't like to fly. So we want to send you on a vacation. Our friends at Shutterfly love helping people tell stories through photos. They want to give you a check for $10,000 so you can go wherever you want to go. All right? All right? That way you can go relax and find some old people to take care of. All right, we'll be back with LL Cool J after this.